What if I told you that one innocent little sneeze could be the only warning sign of something much, much bigger hiding inside your body? Sounds dramatic, right? But for thousands of elderly people, that one weird sneeze was the whisper of something deadly, a warning they didn't know to listen to until it was too late. So today we're diving into a strange, surprising, and life-saving topic. How something as small as a sneeze could actually be a red flag for cancer in people over 60. Let me tell you about Aunt Lean, my neighbor's aunt who everyone thought had spring allergies for like 6 months straight. She'd sneeze once or twice in the morning, complain of a little nasal congestion, and then shrug it off with it's the pollen. Well, spoiler alert, it wasn't the pollen. What she thought was a stubborn sinus issue was actually a rare, but very real condition called nasopharyngeal cancer, a type of cancer that starts deep in the back of the nose and upper throat. By the time they figured it out, it was already stage 3. When a sneeze is no longer innocent, the story of whispering symptoms in seniors. Here's the thing most people don't realize. As we get older, our symptoms get sneakier. When we're young, if something's wrong in our body, it usually shouts, pain, fever, nausea, swelling, you name it. The body makes sure we notice. But after 60, our symptoms stop shouting, they whisper. And if you're not paying close attention, those whispers can get drowned out by the TV, the fan, or simply brushed aside. One sneeze, just allergies or something more. Everyone sneezes. Dust, pollen, a shift in the weather. It's normal, right? Right. But not every sneeze is harmless. Especially if you're over 60, and your sneezing comes with some unusual red flags. Warning signs, when a sneeze isn't just a sneeze. Pay attention if you notice. Sneezing regularly at the same time of day, like early mornings. Persistent nasal congestion that doesn't clear up even after using cold medications. Bloody mucus or unusual nasal discharge. Loss of smell, constant dull headaches, or pressure around the eyes. Unexplained weight loss. Symptoms getting worse over time without any infection. See the pattern? This isn't a simple cold, not just sinus issues. It could be your body quietly signaling a serious problem. A true story, Aunt Mai and her odd sneezing fits. Aunt Mai, 68 years old, living in Dalat, started sneezing every morning, 4 to 5 times without fail. She figured it was just the mountain air. Everyone sneezes a little in Dalat, right? But after 3 months, rain or shine, the sneezing persisted. She began losing her sense of smell. Food all tasted bland. Her left nostril was always stuffed. She even lost 3 kilograms without trying. Her son finally dragged her to the doctor. The diagnosis? Early stage nasopharyngeal cancer. Thankfully, they caught it early, and she's now undergoing treatment with good prospects. But imagine if she had continued dismissing it as just allergies. The outcome could have been very different. Types of cancer that start with a whisper. Did you know these dangerous cancers can start with simple nasal symptoms? 1. Nasopharyngeal carcinoma. Common in Asia, especially Vietnam. Often mistaken for a long cold. Early signs: one-sided nasal congestion, mild headaches, ear fullness. 2. Sinus tumors. Rare but aggressive. Frequently misdiagnosed as chronic sinusitis. Symptoms: bloody nasal discharge, pain around the eyes, chronic bad breath. 3. Lymphomas in the head and neck. Painless, slow-growing. Symptoms: nasal blockage, swollen neck lymph nodes, fatigue. The scary part? They all start off quietly. What should you do if you notice strange nasal symptoms? Don't panic, but don't ignore it either. 1. Track the timing and frequency. If you're sneezing at the same time every day, or your nose is always congested, make a note. This pattern is crucial. 2. Pay attention to which side. One-sided nasal blockage that doesn't go away. Red flag. Get it checked. 3. Observe your mucus. Is it bloody? Odd-colored? Smelly? That's not normal. Take it seriously. 4. Watch for other symptoms. Loss of smell, unexplained weight loss, and constant fatigue are signs something bigger might be going on. 5. See a specialist. Don't just buy nose spray and hope it clears up. Visit an ENT, ear, nose, and throat doctor. Request an endoscopy if needed. Seniors, don't normalize the abnormal. At 25, a sneeze might just be a sneeze. But at 65 or 70, your body doesn't react the same way anymore. It doesn't shout, it whispers. And if you don't listen carefully, you might miss something important. Final thoughts. When the body whispers, you have to listen louder. An odd sneeze isn't scary. Ignoring it is. Cancer doesn't always arrive like a storm. Sometimes it's like a gentle breeze on a quiet morning, harmless until you realize you're standing on the edge of a cliff. Pay attention. Take notes. Seek help if something feels off. Because your health isn't just about today, it's about all the tomorrows you still have to enjoy. Let's be honest, we ignore weird symptoms all the time, right? You sneeze and think, must be dust. Your nose bleeds and you say, oh, dry air again. You lose your sense of smell and say, it's just old age, I guess. But what if your body is like that one old friend who only calls when something's wrong? What if that sneeze is your check engine light? I mean, we take our cars in for oil changes more often than we go to the doctor. And your nose? That's like your body's fire alarm. It goes off when something's burning deep inside. So don't just spray, bless yourself, and move on. Here's the takeaway. For seniors, normal can hide dangerous. That sneeze you've had for weeks? The one that sounds weird, feels off, and never really goes away? That might be your body trying to save your life. So listen, get it checked. Don't wait until the fire becomes an explosion. Because the sooner you catch cancer, even the sneaky ones, the better your chance of beating it. If this video opened your eyes, even just a little, do me a favor. Share this with someone over 60. You never know, you might just save their life. Have you ever ignored a symptom that turned out to be serious? Tell us your story in the comments. Like this video if you learned something new today. And subscribe for more health tips, warning signs, and stories your doctor might not tell you. But we will. Stay smart, stay curious, and listen when your body whispers.